folks, we've seen films about love. We've seen films about friendship. We've seen films about familial ties. We've seen films about brothers. And we've seen films about sports. But only one Hindi film managed to blend all of these elements into one adrenaline-filled ride. It had the effervescence of youth, the emotion of a full-on family drama, and the excitement of a sports movie, and that nail-biting climax. We all know who's going to win, but it still makes you sweat. It was made 24 years ago, but nothing has come close to replicating it. We're talking, of course, about Jo Jeeta Wohi Sikandar. So, just a quick little flashback. Let's look at the film.
जो सब करते हैं यारो वो क्यों हम तुम करें यूं ही कसरत करते करते काहे को हम मरे घर वालों से टीचर से भला हम क्यों डरे यहाँ के हम सिकंदर चाहे तो रख ले सबको अपनी जेब के अंदर हर हमसे बच के रहना मेरी जान
ये पैजामा शाम मैंने तेरे लिए 10 रुपए छोड़े अपने कैफे में अपने चैंपियन भाई से ले लेना
To start the conversation, without any further ado, we'd like to call on stage the two pillars of Jo Jeeta Wohi Sikandar, the architects of this dream, director and writer Mansoor Khan and leading man Aamir Khan.
So you started writing Jo Jeeta even before Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak. In fact, you wanted it to be your first film. So why and how did it end up being the second?
I was not able to write it.
Why not?
Because I didn't know how to write a subject like this. And also I was not a real cinema person, you know. So I wasn't fluent with what works with audiences, I knew what I wanted. And that somehow just didn't seem to fit in the form of a Hindi film. In fact, the film which I was writing then, if you would see that script, it was completely different. There was no father's character. There were two brothers, but one was almost like a father. So I was exploring different relationships, quite a wacko zone, actually. So it's a good thing I gave up on that. And my dad told me, look, you can't write your script, so why don't you work on mine? I want to launch Aamir. And actually, I had Aamir in mind even for Jo Jeeta, but I think he was lucky I didn't make that first. And I think Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak gave me a real sense of where I should be going. It gave me real experience, and that's how I dropped it, yeah.
Jo Jeeta celebrated friendship. It also portrayed the anger, dislike, and the enduring love between brothers. Let's talk about some of the fun and the games and the tears between Sanju and his two best friends, also his brother Ratan. And let's also talk to the film's main antagonist, Shekhar Malhotra. So, without any further ado, please give a loud round of applause for Mamik Singh, Aditya Lakhia, Deven Bhojani, and Deepak Tijori.
देवन बिल्कुल नहीं बदला दाढ़ी रख ली बाकी कुछ नहीं बदला
So Mansoor, you said that this character of Sanjay Lal was almost autobiographical. Like him, you were irresponsible. You needed to learn about responsibility and the importance of valuing others. Mamik, Devan and Aditya, we believe that the atmosphere on sets was sort of reflecting of this character, and Aamir is actually as big a prankster and as irresponsible as Mansoor says he was.
He was truly inspirational, Amir, as a professional, a very gracious human being, and it was just a pleasure to have spent time those 2 years, both Mansoor and Amir and Mansoor's family, Nasir Saab, his mom. They were so kind during that process and so encouraging. So for me, it was just a phenomenal experience. I am not part of the trade anymore. I'm happy that I did one film in life and people still remember me for that one film. You know?
For the rest of you, the memories that you have?
It's been almost 25 years. I mean, we started shooting in 1990, and I still remember the three of us, Amir, myself, and Devan. We used to like go out and picnics, and we used to travel in the same ambassador to go on the set. Amir, me, and Devan.
I would say that, of course, there are many memories, but about Jo Jeeta Huए Sikandar, I would say that it really changed my life. Because after graduation, I was doing theatre, and I was also pursuing my CA, wanted to become a chartered accountant. And I had opened an estate agency, Dev Estate Agency, a small table space in a caterer's office, and struggling really hard to earn money. And then one fine day, I got a call from Mansoorji's office, and I was offered this Jo Jeeta Huए Sikandar, and I was supposed to go for 2 months to Ooty. And I asked my dad, and dad said that, then what will happen to your chartered accountancy, and what will happen to the Dev Estate Agency? I said, Dad, actually, I think I should try in this field, and people appreciate me a lot as an actor in theatre. So just give me 2 years of my life. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. So, and then I joined Jo Jeeta Huए Sikandar. Later, I also joined as an assistant director. And then acting and directing became my profession, like, and which continues. बस फिर तब तो वो CA की किताबें रद्दी वाले को बेच दी और देव एस्टेट एजेंसी का बोर्ड कबाड़ी वाले को.
We've got a message from someone who couldn't be here, very integral part of this team, the one person who couldn't be here, but you'll discover how crucial he was to the team. Special message just for you all, because he feels very bad that he couldn't be here. Let's take a look.
आज सब आप लोग यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हो, अगर काश मैं अभी बॉम्बे में होता, अगर मुझे ज़रूरी काम से बम्बई से बाहर जाना पड़ रहा है, नहीं तो मैं भी आता. इसी बहाने फिर मिलते सब इकट्ठे, और पुरानी बातें, और फिर ये मंसूर, तुमसे तो मिले हुए सालों हो गए यार, तो बीच में और तो लोग फिर भी नज़र आ जाते हैं. तो सबको मैं मिस बहुत करूँगा आप सबको, और all the best.
He's such a warm guy. Matlab, he just, when he comes on screen, he brings so much empathy and warmth and love. Yeah. And he's got that quality even in real life. He's an amazing guy. So I'm really missing him. I wish he was here.
Yeah.
Amir, it's amazing you're saying that, because in one shot, you remember the prank you played on him?
No, I don't know. What? What did I do?
And it's a very serious scene, when he says कि वो 5,000 रुपए गए कहाँ? And it's Kulji's close up over Amir's shoulder.
Yeah, he's shouting at me and all that.
Yeah, he's shouting at him, and Amir had just discovered this little gadget which came from China or God knows where, which said all these dirty lines,
What nonsense?
So you press it and say, what the f-? And stuff like that. So he told me कि ऐसा होने वाला है. You forgotten it?
No, I forgot it completely.
We should pull out the stock,
So when he's saying the lines, I press the button.
Just as before he starts saying the line, you used to press that thing.
No.
Yes, I was there. I remember. I remember.
This is how we wasted some footage, to shoot the film.
Oh God.
And on that happy note, let us bring in Anjali, Devika, and Kalpana. A big round of applause for Aisha Julka, Pooja Bedi, and Kiran Zaveri.
चाहे तुम कुछ ना कहो, मैंने सुन लिया कि साथी प्यार का मुझे चूनिया मैंने सुन लिया.
girls, the characters that you played, they were in many ways unusual for Hindi cinema. The camaraderie between Sanjay and Anjali, the fact that she worked in her father's garage shop, she's a whiz with cars. Sanjay calls Devika a gold digger, but she's not a vamp. I mean, she was never a vamp. She's an ambitious girl looking to get ahead. What was Mansoor's brief to each of you on how to play these characters?
Well, I think essentially it was like the Archie comics.
Right.
Because there was Betty, Veronica, and there was dear Amir playing Archie, and then there was Reggie. So it was very much for us like an Archie comic book where no one's actually bad, we're just colorful and we're playful and we're characters. And it was so much of fun shooting all of it.
Yes, I don't really remember Mansoor giving too much instructions to me. Because he just said, just be yourself. And I think we were all too young, so at least I felt that I was just being myself and nothing was very calculated or planned from my end. And he's a fantastic director, so whatever instructions he gave me, I performed accordingly. So the credit actually goes to him.
Of course.
I remember Mansoor telling me, Kiran, you have to play yourself, a sweet girl and a simple village girl, and just be yourself, give it your all. And I think I give it my all. And Mansoor, Amir, and the entire Jojita team have made it absolutely wonderful, comfortable, and splendid for me. Oh, absolutely, how can I forget? Of course, my boyfriend. My very first boyfriend, I may say so. How can I forget him?
Rajiv, if I may just intervene, इस बेचारे ने इतनी मार खाई है फिल्म में, उसको he has not said a word yet. Yeah. So maybe, you know.
But you know, we do have a question for you, Deepak. Deepak, were you ever concerned, were you ever worried when you took this part, I mean, you were replacing another actor, when you took this part that this is going to end your career as a hero, that there probably won't be opportunities to be a leading man if you're going to play the villain opposite Amir Khan?
Yeah, actually, I was a late entrant and I was almost kind of, I heard so many things about Jojita when they were shooting, so I was a little scared to be on the set because I've heard about Mamik beating up other guys and, you know, a lot of fights happening between people and a lot of people have run away. So when I joined in, of course, I was a little worried and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a great journey, and I thought, you know, the only problem that I always had with this whole thing was the two races that Mansoor put me through back to back. Once I finished my round with Amir, and this guy is ready. So like everybody's waiting, okay, chalo now, next one. I said, guys, come on, give me a break. It was like back to back we were shooting the races, but it was great fun actually.
Now, one of the things I love most about this film, and I'm sure you'll all agree with me, is Pehla Nasha. You know, I really don't think any song since has captured that rush of a first crush as well as this. Just have a look.
चाहे तुम कुछ ना कहो, मैंने सुन लिया कि साथी प्यार का मुझे चुन लिया, मैंने सुन लिया.
The two very, very, very crucial people who were responsible for that magic that you just saw. One half of the music director duo, Lalit Pandit, and of course, the choreographer of that song, Farah Khan, the filmmaker.
Saab took the music of Jojita to R.D. Burman for approval, and he liked it and approved it.
Well, that's what we had heard, because we don't know what really happened. But Nasir Saab ne, I suppose, Pancham Da ko invite kiya tha ghar pe, और पूरा, क्योंकि Pancham Da ने भी हमको बोला था. Pancham Da was very close to us also, because as children we have sung his songs, including Nasir Saab's यादों की बारात. तो पंचम दा पहचानते थे हम लोगों को as kids, and he was very happy when he heard the song. और उन्होंने ये कहा था कि पहला नशा उनको बहुत पसंद है, और म्यूज़िक में बहुत एक फ्रेशनेस है. तो this was an honor to hear from him.
Farah, you were an assistant director who went on to become the choreographer of the film and of that particular songs initially. But before we talk to you about that, there's a message, there's a memory that someone has shared that involves you. I think you might want to hear this. Let's take a look.
नासिर साहब के सामने दूर थी मेरी गाड़ी, मुझे जब एयरपोर्ट से ला रहे थे, तो ऐसा बहुत दूर से गुलाबी फ्रॉक में एक लड़की बहुत अच्छा नाच रही थी, और कुछ पता नहीं किस म्यूज़िक सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था. गाड़ी पास पहुंची तो 2-in-1 जो होता है वो लगाया हुआ, ऑल गर्ल्स, और एक ये लड़की बहुत स्टाइल में डांस कर रही थी. तो मुझे अभी तक याद है, पिंक फ्रॉक बड़ी जो. तो बाद में पता चला कि शी द फारा खान.
So Farah, tell us, how did you create this amazing
I think, I don't think Mansoor had a choice. It was either we all waiting in Ooty or Kodaikanal, I think we had reached. Either it was waiting for a week, or just catching the first person who sort of knew anything about dance. And I still remember very clearly, he called me to his room and he said, listen, we are taking a day off tomorrow, and from day after, you're now choreographing this song. And I think there are certain life-changing moments, you know, that you always remember, and that was one of them. And you know, you read about the book that changed my life and the movie that changed my life. Literally, Jojita is a film that changed my life. So, Mansoor, thank you for, I don't say that enough to you, but so thank you for taking, I know it was out of majburi, but thank you for taking the chance.
Mansoor, we have Saroj Khan to thank for not turning up.
But I honestly feel about Jojita, which I'd like to share maybe more later. It's a film shaped by destiny, you know. And this was one of those destined moments, but there were many more. Pooja is one of them. I had seen her already before. Aisha was one who had forgotten along the way. Deepak, he didn't remember it, but he was screen tested and I took Milind, you know. So obviously this was the pattern of the film. It's nothing to do with...
Mansoor has forgotten, I was in charge of casting. There are many actors who have actually tested for this film. And
did Akshay Kumar test?
Akshay Kumar tested, and Nagma was already fixed. Akshay Kumar, I tested, Amir, in your garden. In Nasir Saab's garden.
Akshay for which role?
Akshay for Deepak's role, not your role.
Amir got worried. Mere bhai, mere dushman.
So who rejected him?
I tested him.
You rejected him?
No, I didn't reject him. Mansoor rejected him. And then, of course, Nagma was tested for Pooja's role. But then 1 week before the film, her mom, I think, said that she didn't like the line, "You're a gold digger." And she said, literally, I remember this very clearly. And there was another actress, Sheba, who became a heroine. But she was the first girl who came for a screen test with her mother, Spot Boy, and a kutta. She had a dog in a basket, and Mansoor looked at me and he's like...
Even I was part of the screen test. I was rejected earlier. And then I think later on, Bhatt Saab came from Ooty, and then he asked me to meet him.
So that's what I
when,
meant.
When he actually first told me Bhatt Saab, I said, नहीं Bhatt Saab, कुछ गलती है वही आपको. मेरे को already reject किया है, आप कुछ और बात कर रहे होंगे. तो बोलते हैं नहीं, idiot, you go and meet him. So
Mamek, I had tested and
approved.
Got him. Not approved. Approval was all Mansoor's.
You know, the other person I'm really missing is Majru Saab here, because the song that you just played, Pehla Nasha, so amazing that as a lyric writer, he's stayed relevant for so many years in the industry. I mean, you know, he had written for, I don't know, 50 years, I don't know how long. And to write, at that age, to write a song like Pehla Nasha, is so amazing. Nahin?
All the songs, even Yahan Ke Hum Sikandar.
Yeah. But Pehla Nasha especially, I think, you know, First Love.
So we can't talk about Pehla Nasha and not bring it to that red dress and the Marilyn
And
Monroe
she's wearing
moment.
it today, and if you want, she will stand on the table.
I'm sure Mansoor will share the secret of that red dress flying moment, because we tried everything in our power to make that dress fly. We tried everything. There was me on the car, there was this huge fan below, and I'm there standing with my hands there waiting. Now it's going to blow, now it's going to blow, now it's going to
Pooja,
blow.
you did not put your hands there when it blew
no.
up right over your head. The first day.
No, one second. That's
And
not
I
how-
remember
no.
there was a spot boy who fell down.
No, that's not how it happened. How it happened was me standing there waiting and nothing would happen, and then I'd say, Mansoor, it's not blowing, and then it would blow above my face.
You know who knows this firsthand? It's Deven Bhojani, who was the AD who was over there trying to blow that.
Farah was shouting at me, "अरे क्या कर रहा है? वो पंखा ठीक से लगा? The dress is not flying off, ऊपर नहीं जा रहा." So I was trying to adjust the fan, फिर speed बढ़ा दिया और फिर ऐसी जगह पे fan रख दिया नीचे. वो पूरा ही मतलब पूजा ऐसे थी और पूरा ऊपर
Yes,
face cover हो गया और बाकी सब कुछ दिख गया.
That is not the kind of film I was shooting, so.
We still remember you were wearing a red thong.
Yes. And the dress used to keep
मैं
flying
कहाँ
up
था
from
यार?
the
वो
back
जब
for
तुम लोग
some
शॉट ले
reason.
रहे थे, मैं कहाँ था वो टाइम पे?
But I can't finish this, leave this subject without saying that actually when we stopped shooting that day, I thought we hadn't got the shot. But when I went back and saw this was just a last moment before we gave up, and this just happened by itself, and then it just looks perfect.
We didn't have monitors those days, and
we didn't have monitors
no
at that
walkies. I remember that cycle race. It was a handkerchief system.
Yeah.
From one hill to the other to the cameraman, literally.
There was also that bit, Deepak, when you fainted on set. Tell us about that. Mamik, you all both remember that.
Mamik, did you ask him for money?
He loved talking about that.
No, I might as well do it, So I am a non-actor. I don't know how I landed up in Mansoor's film. To take a two left-legged guy, zero expression, and then planted a star on my chest, which is still shining up to this day. I was telling him outside I need to thank him for that. But then comes this little theater actor on the set, and the first shot he had, it was in Ooty. It was a fight sequence after my cycle the accident happens. So he requested Mansoor, just let me know 5 minutes before the shot is ready, because I want to, sort of prepare myself for it. So fair enough, the shot was ready. Mansoor told him we're ready. So he went on the side. God knows what he did, and he came to the set. And we were supposed to hold hands. And so we held hands, and I saw a red-faced Deepak Tijori. So let's keep it simple, It's it's okay. But then he was red-faced and everything, and half a second later, his eyes rolled up and he went down. So he came back on the set, holding his breath and all that sort of stuff. So I said, I'm never entering theater again, at least if that's
Deepak, what did you do?
See, actually, I was not aware because we were on a height and there was less oxygen out there. So I was not very sure about, what. So I just thought that I'll just get a little face red and, eyes a little red and stuff like that. And I thought I'll give a good shot to Mansoor, trying to just, do the right thing. And
You were
it's
on
so
the
happened
ground
that
palpitating.
Yeah. Actually, I opened my eyes and suddenly I saw Mamik in front of, like that, in the top, and some 3-4 other guys are like right in front of me. And I said, what the hell happened to me? So they were all lifting me up. So then later on, I was like, sure that okay, it's because of the lack of oxygen that one should not be doing all these things. Those antics that we do as an actor.
Okay, we've got a surprise for you. Watch this clip first.
boy in the role of young Sanju. You guys know who that is?
Well, let's call him out.
Well, let's call him out. Not that little, but still the charmer, Imran Khan. Nude scene in your first film?
Officially my second film actually. Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak was the first one.
That too. Yeah. Fairly early.
Very, very early, yeah. Honestly, it was more about getting out of school, if I'm completely honest, less about the acting.
And he didn't know, in that shot, he didn't know that we were going to pull his pants down. He had no idea. So we told him, you just cycle, while cycling, just get up on your seat.
The whole thing was a con. It wasn't just get up on your seat, it was, hey Imran, can you stand up on the pedals while you're cycling? I was like,
like daring
of course
you.
I can. He's like, no you can't. I'm like, yes I can. Chalo, karke dikhao. Next thing I know, it was very drafty and windy.
And when he ran to hit that guy, he was really angry.
So there were no retakes.
No, I don't think so. No, he started crying
Single-
after that.
single take.
Itna drama kiya isne.
Actually, this shot was your idea, no? Well, I've been taking the blame for it all these
Acha,
years.
interesting. Interesting. Now the truth comes out.
He was getting you ready for Delhi Belly.
Imran, what are your memories of that shoot?
It was honestly just a whole lot of fun. We never really talked about, your acting, you have to do this. There was never that kind of thing. Honestly, for me, it was an excuse to get out of school. There are a number of times I remember that I would be sitting in class and suddenly someone would come in and say, Imran, go to the principal's office. And I'm thinking, what have I done? I didn't do anything. I would go there and I would see mom sitting over there kind of looking very serious. And I would be told, listen, there's a family emergency, you have to leave school. And I'm thinking, what's gone on? What's happening? So I was walking out and I was asking mom, what's going on? What's going on? She's like, shh, don't say anything, just keep walking. Just keep walking. We got into the car and she said, we're going to Mud Island, we're shooting. What? Yeah, Mud Island, chalo. So I was in Bombay Scottish at the time. So from Mahim, we've hopped in the car, we've driven all the way to Mud Island. And I think that was actually the day we shot that last bit where I was hitting my brother, the fort. Yeah. But yeah, for me, it was just that. I was hanging out with Amir Mamu, Mansoor Mamu, mom was on the set all the time. So it was just all of us, my entire family, hanging out. Making a movie was kind of a family affair.
Now that we have all of you here together, let's do a little rewind and let's take a look at the film again, a glimpse of the film again.
मैं तो एक ही बात मानता हूँ, जो जीता वही सिकंदर। जहाँ तक साइकिल रेस का सवाल है, मैं यहाँ का चैंपियन हूँ और हाँ, इस साल भी ये रेस मैं ही जीतूंगा और इन सब साले हरामजादों का मुंह काला करके जाऊंगा।
नासिर हुसैन फिल्म्स और डायरेक्टर मंसूर खान की फिल्म जो जीता वही सिकंदर का प्रीमियर शो गैलेक्सी थिएटर में।
watched the film again to prep for this. I'm that kind of person. I wanted you to go back to the losers and just gloat a little. But you were a better man than me. You just froze it on that. And why did you not allow us to just gloat? Gloat on what? You know, just the fact that you won and the evil people lost. Yeah, right at the end.
I have to tell you this then. That Aamir was insisting that we have a scene where they come up on the... We had the scene, but we were shooting it, and Aamir, at that time, he was, used to think differently. He used to think differently. So he wanted to, when the third guy comes and then Deepak comes, then he steps up. He said, when I'm going up, I'll just give him a little shove, and walk up on the first thing. I said, Aamir, that's what the earlier Sanjay Lal would do. You've learned what it takes to win, So we had that shot, but we never kept it,
He's learned, but he's not lost a sense of humor.
Certainly not on the set. I mean, Kiran, you have stories of what he did to your braids, your hair.
Me? What did I do?
Yes, I mean, today all your polls are...
I don't remember any of this here. You are making it up, huh?
Yes, Aamir being the prankster he is, I clearly remember when we were at Kodaikanal, the ground and the racing scenes, the entire cast was there, and there were a lot of chaos and masti and everything going on. And every time I was supposed to have this schoolgirl, two chotis, yeah. And somehow every time Aamir would manage to go behind me, and he would tie my ribbons so tight, and it would take good 15 minutes to go out of it, and everyone would be at home, and especially Mansoor. Aamir, please, what is this? Every time you do this, I'm in masti mood. And this is how, Aamir would, and there's one more thing he would keep doing to everyone, I guess, the cup.
This is a recurring story, Aamir. This everyone has memories of.
Absolutely.
You can't get yourself out of that one.
Well, I don't like to tell that story. I don't like to tell that story. Because when I tell the story, then I can't do it on new people.
Yeah, and then there was this...
Mechanics reveal nahi karna hai.
There's a whole new generation. He used to say, let me read your hand and spit on it and run away.
His latest co-stars of Dangal are raising their hand saying,
दोनों के हाथ पे थूका है
do
मैंने.
the same thing. 24 years later, he's still doing the same
Let me
thing.
do.
Aamir, you have to get new pranks now.
यार सुनो मेरी बात, मैं वो क्यों करता हूँ? Why do I spit on my heroine's hands? It's very important to know that. जिस हीरोइन के हाथ पे मैंने थूका है वो नंबर 1 हो गई है. तो इसलिए वो मेरा it's my responsibility to do that.
और what about support?
सबके हाथ पे थूका है मैंने, सब नंबर 1.
आमिर पर सपोर्टिंग एक्टर के हाथ में थूका, उसका क्या हुआ?
क्या? I missed that one.
सपोर्टिंग एक्टर के हाथ में थूका है, उसका क्या हुआ?
नहीं, it only works for heroines.
Talking about Aamir thinking differently those days, there is a moment which I'd like to really share. It was a very crucial thing. I don't know, Mansoor, Aamir and me. It so happened that I was supposed to do the fight with Mamik the next day. And Mansoor tells me to come to his room. And when I go to the room, Aamir is there. And we're discussing. Mansoor's question is that tomorrow Deepak is supposed to fight Mamik. I don't know if you guys remember this. Okay, it's a classic case. Huh? It's an amazing case. So I'm like, okay. So I was not prepared for what exactly Mansoor is getting at. So he says, now tomorrow Deepak is supposed to fight Mamik. So what do you think Deepak should happen? So I looked at Aamir, and Aamir was like, okay. So he says, Aamir, what do you think? So Aamir was very clear. He was like, see, Deepak is a villain. He is supposed to get beaten up. So Mansoor looks at me. I said, Mansoor, I don't agree with Aamir because my logic was different. That if you beat me up here, then my race with Aamir goes completely flat. Then everybody knows if the brother's beaten me, then hero is going to beat me. So Mansoor just went quiet. We were all quiet. And he says, okay, fine. Go now, both of you. Mansoor was always very, very clear, very curt, very, okay, for work is over, now you go. So what was decided, what was exactly? So Aamir said, but no, I don't think so, Deepak, this is not right. So Mansoor cuts Aamir and says, obviously they are brothers, their relationship is different. So he was like, Aamir, you should do films like Dil and all. Let's not talk about it. So, okay, we both go now. So that's how next day when I was doing the sequence, the whole scenario was entirely different. So it was like, I remember this very clearly, that it was a different thinking that Aamir was going through.
I can vaguely remember that now, yeah. Because I always, looked at Mamik's character as, Jackie Shroff,
Yeah.
वो Jackie Shroff को कौन पीट सकता है यार?
Yeah.
So my point was that I don't want to feel that, I want to feel that he was the elder brother, he could take care of himself. But because of some trickery, the three of you all beat him up.
Yeah.
That was my point.
Yeah, okay.
If you know what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
क्योंकि उसको तुम लोग गिरा देते हो mountain से उसको.
हाँ.
But उससे पहले he should be getting the better of you. Was my point. He should be someone who I look up to, and I feel what a hero here. And he's standing up to the 3 or 4 guys who've attacked him. But it's because of the circumstances, वो पत्थर मारते हैं, क्या मारते हैं, no?
Correct.
Cheating से उन्होंने उसको मारा.
So I guess after 24 years you got justification to be done. Mansoor never gave you an opportunity. Mansoor never gave you the chance that night, that evening.
Ultimately, how did we shoot? I forget. Yeah. Ultimately, how was it? He falls over. नहीं, but वो
तो पहले से था.
हाँ, वो तो था.
नहीं, वो तो था, लेकिन उससे पहले क्या होता है? मैं भूल गया हूँ. हाँ, तो फाइनली वही किया ना जो मैं बोल रहा था. लो कर लो बात. वही हुआ ना. तू इनको पीट रहा था, पीछे से किसने आकर डंडा मारा तेरे को. फिर सही हुआ एकदम.
Okay,
तभी तो इतनी हिट हुई है पिक्चर.
Yeah. On the same lines, I mean, I'm just talking about Aamir's graciousness. I mean, he was a big actor at those times, and I believe what I remember is my character was written in, I think, at a much later date, I suppose, is what I remember. Maybe I'm wrong. But I remember Aamir telling me in Kodaikanal that, Mami, ye film ka kuch bhi hoega, but your character will take off. And knowing that so comfortably went through the films, was so encouraging through the entire process of making it. And it was a great friend to have, Aamir. I must thank you for that, for your friendship. And I've bothered you a lot also, sorry to you also.
It's been 24 years since the film released. Do you all have memories of, what's been the time since? I mean, Pooja, you've spoken about how you went to the theatre right after the film released, looking very different from what you looked in the film. I mean, Farah, you said it's the film that's changed your life. Do you find that that's the film you're most frequently remembered for?
Yes, I definitely feel so. Because this song, Pehla Nasha especially, has stood out so much in the career of Jatin Lalit, that whenever we meet somebody who's a music lover, we'll always speak about this song. And the singers who have sung this, they say that this is their life's best song. And I must give credit to Majju Saab, the way he's put the song together. It's absolutely magical, and I think it just happens once in a lifetime. And that is one of the reasons why I've never tried to make this song or a song of this style again. Because I know it just happened at that time.
I have to say that till today, it's been 24 years, but every single time I'm invited to any function, it could be in Calcutta, it could be across India, it could be even internationally, at the moment when they ask me to come on stage, it's always Pehla Nasha that's playing as a theme song when I walk onto the stage. It's unbelievable. And the number of times the song has been played on the radio till date, the number of remixes that have come up about the song, even Sanam has done a wonderful rendition of it recently. It's amazing. The song has just gone from strength to strength, and I think the film is more popular today than it was back then. It's really lived on in people's minds and people's hearts, and it's just been fabulous.
For me, the memory is just that it's been the toughest film of my career to shoot. Yeah, because it's because of the fact that we shot it twice. So you shoot the whole film and then you reshoot the whole film, and I just couldn't believe it because as an actor, when you do a scene, it comes out of you. Emotionally, you're finished with that scene, and then when you have to do it again, you have to really dig deep to bring out the energy to do it afresh and make it still look fresh. So it was really exhausting for me. So I just remember Jojita as a film where I was tortured the most as an actor.
Excuse me, 1 second. He was the one who would demand 20 takes. It was like, I remember we went Film City, okay, and there's a scene in the car, and it's scorching sunlight, and we are dying out there in the heat, and there's this one scene where Deepak comes running from behind, and that was Milind. And he came running from behind, Devika, 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 and there's one shot, Amir has to look at me, he's like, koi piche se bula raha hai, and I'm like, nahi, kuch nahi, chalo. For that one scene, 20 takes, 25 takes, finally, I was like, no, Mansoor, like this, I'll do it like this, I'll do it like... Finally, he gives us one perfect take, and we were like, oh, thank God, now we can get out of the sun. He says, Mansoor, you know, I think if my hat was little this way, no, it would give more character.
The discussion wouldn't end. Their discussions would never end.
सब बकवास बोल रहे हैं ये लोग.
It always used to happen.
Anyway, the point is that how many takes I take is not relevant here. मुझे टाइम लगता है यार to get it right. ये लोग बड़ा अच्छा करते हैं, फटाफट ले देते हैं यार. तो
here I would like to add one thing, like one memory. One of the scenes we were supposed to smoke, and I was a non-smoker and I didn't get it right. So Amir came and said, this is not the way to smoke and it will look very amateurish and this, that. I said, no, I'm smoking rightly, you know, a lit cigarette is in my mouth and then smoke is coming out, so it means I'm smoking. So he said, नहीं, देख ऐसा करते हैं कि ऐसे ले, चुस्की ले और फिर ऐसे कर और पेट में धुआं जाने दे और फिर धुआं बाहर निकाल, तब बनेगी smoking. So I tried that and I coughed and coughed and coughed, and then finally I got the take right. And then I used to practice. And in that practice, I became a smoker. And till date, I haven't been able to quit smoking. Though after many times, like, you know, Amir used to come कि अभी क्यों पी रहा है, अभी तो सीन नहीं है सिगरेट का, बोला प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ, बोला छोड़ दो, बोला विल पावर नहीं है तेरे में, सिर्फ सीन के लिए, क्या एक्टर है तू, छोड़ सिगरेट छोड़. He tried his best to, you know, make me quit, but I couldn't.
I must say over here, my memories for the song Pehla Nasha, where my part and Mick's part, where they show me coming and meeting him, and he exchanging a letter to me in between the bread. Yeah. And I used to, every time I used to ask Mansoor, as a Mansoor, you have not shown me as a family. I mean, I don't have a family in the movie, kind of. Where am I taking the breads for? For whom am I taking so many breads? Each time you tell me, go with a basket of bread, come with a basket of bread. I mean, where do I do? He said, it's okay, cinematic liberty. It's for you. I said, okay, fine. So each time, even today, after 24 years, each time this movie and this Pehla Nasha has given me a title of, oh, the bread girl. They still tell me, oh, when they recognize me, all thanks to Mansoor and his bread part, they say, oh, the bread girl. And Pehla Nasha, of course, has been an iconic song and a splendid, memorable experience for all of us.
Since we were just talking about experiences, there's one I also want to relate about. Everybody calls Amir a perfectionist. But as simple and as casual as the film was, I haven't seen somebody so concerned and perfect about his job also. I'm talking about Mansoor. We were shooting in Ooty, and we had about 3 hours every day in the morning to travel to a location where we did all the cycling shots. But we would go there 1 day, 2 days, and we would see Mansoor sitting on a hilltop trying to figure out how he's going to work this out. So you have 200 people going to the set, and it happened about 3-4 times, and we would not shoot, come back, because he was analyzing what needed to be done. And then when he got it right is when we shot, and, you know, rest is, of course, history. That part you believe, sir? Do you remember? No.
Mansoor, they're making it sound like you made it up on set. It was nothing like that, I want to tell you. I think more than anything, it's the coolest film that ever came out in that era, and it has lasted because it's cooler than so many movies that we see now. You know, it was young and fresh, and it had the right values, and it was not wannabe cool, you know, which is why everybody is here to still, they see Jo Jeeta on TV, and you can still watch it again. It stands the test of time.
It's true, you know, for this Movie Mela reunion that we do every year, we try to find a film that is relevant to those times, but also to this generation, and that's hard because there are not so many films. And when Jo Jeeta Wahi Sikandar came up, when we thought about it internally, it just seemed like the right one, and we just felt, and it's not, it's not surprising. We're seeing the audience here, fans across ages, across generations. Amir, do you get that feedback as well? Do you find that the fans are, across ages?
Pata nahi yaar. Let me ask my daughter. Have you seen Ira? Have you seen the film? What do you think of it? And my other fake daughters? ये generation ने देखी है film? You have both seen it. झूठ मत बोलो, सच बोलो. ये दो लड़कियां झूठ बहुत बोलती हैं. So I don't know who's like from this generation here, 18-year-olds. Put your hand up. 18-year-olds. हाँ. तो क्या लगता है? The film is still as relevant? Okay, cool. That's cool, yeah.
What 18-year-old? I show it to my 8-year-old children.
But I'm surprised that Amir is saying that, because what I told you at the beginning is that at that time Amir was the guy who had the clarity. He said, Mansoor, even if we need to throw all these guys out, we'll reshoot it, whatever it takes, because this is a film for all times to come. So obviously he's forgotten that.
No. So no, actually, what I'm trying to say is that I agree.
That this is a film for all times to come. So his perception was correct.
No, I agree with Mansoor because I really loved the script. When I heard the script, I felt that this is something really special. So when all these problems are happening of, casting and people dropping out and all that, I told Mansoor, don't worry about it. What we have in our hands now is really amazing. So we have to get it right. Whatever trouble we have to go through, we have to get it right. So, but you never know how an audience will react. So I'm saying from that point of view, I thought it was a great film. And I believed in it and I loved it. And I felt we have to do it right. But how an audience will like it at the time of the release, I had no idea. Whether today's audience, youth finds it relevant, I don't know. मतलब मुझे अच्छी लगती है, लेकिन पता नहीं. That's what I'm saying.
Mansoor.
Yeah, I remember, I got a call from Glenn. And
Glenn
saying,
was my assistant.
Yeah, Glenn Barreto, saying that, such and such casts are no more in the film. And do you still want to be part of the film? I don't know if they haven't got the call or anything, but I said, I definitely still want to be part of the film, I still definitely want to be part of it.
Yeah, because what we did is when we did that, we actually, he's right, I had forgotten that. We had called all the other actors and said, आपको भी निकलना है तो अभी निकलो.
Yes, I remember that.
मतलब हम बार-बार रिशूट नहीं करेंगे अभी. जिसको निकलना अभी निकलो.
Yes, actually, there was a big meeting, and Mansoor and everyone, they had called everyone at Film City. Yeah, that meeting was Film City.
In Film City.
Yeah, after the song we had done, and then Mansoor called everyone and said, listen, this is a big meeting, and everyone, whoever wants to walk out, just go. So we were not prepared for what the meeting is, and he's just, look, listen, all are here, whoever wants to be here, you all want to walk out, just go. I've got enough of headache. And we were come on, we were all in such good mood and with the song, and suddenly this thing comes on, oh shit, we're being thrown out or what? What's happening? And that's how Mansoor is,
And no wonder I remember Mansoor Bhai used to wear a cap which had a fan here to cool him.
I needed that.
Yes, I remember, yes.
And Mansoor had that ham radio with him.
The ham radio.
Ham radio at that time. And he was the only one who would call Mumbai from Kodaikanal, and so that was.
And every time the police would come because their signal would catch the radio.
Mansoor, you had said that QSQT was the biggest success, but that wasn't criteria enough for me to be proud of it. You said for me, Jo Jeeta had more flesh and blood to it. It broke newer ground than the earlier film. So do you think it's time for a remake?
Remake of Jo Jeeta?
Yes. Come on, guys, we need.
Any volunteers?
Yes, of course.
Do you approve?
Yes. No?
क्या? What is that? इतना protest क्यों हो रहा है?
I think Jo Jeeta, they want to remake Jo Jeeta. I think Jo Jeeta, even if it's remade, Amir should be playing the. He should shoot it a third time.
I should be playing Sanju.
Yeah.
अरे हद हो गई यार. चलो, if you'll insist, यार.
Jo Jeeta 20 साल बाद.
Devika got married 4 times. Jo Jeeta 20 साल बाद.
Thank you so much, all of you. This was a really lovely afternoon. Thank you so much.